Right, okay, here we go, folks. Let's just get rid of that screen up there because it can sometimes bog down the internet connection. Okay, no particular plan this evening. We're just going to hit 40 metres and we will see what happens. Let me just mute my phone so that it doesn't keep pestering us during the live stream. We're on a slightly reduced setup this evening. I've shuffled things around slightly. I want to change the antennas around. So the big ultra beam rotary dipole I've got on the mast up there, it's not connected tonight. So we're on the backup antenna, which is the end-fed half wave. I'll be brutally honest with you. I'm not 100% certain how much power it can actually handle. So we might end up melting a transformer tonight, but we'll see. I mean, I ran 100 watts FT8 through it for an hour earlier on a 15-second cycle. And it survived, so I think we should be okay. The other news, we're going to be, hopefully, touch wood, all goes according to plan, we'll be live from the National Radio Centre at Bletchley Park on Wednesday, so look out for that one. And also had a big shack reshuffle here as well. Evening, Harley. Had a big shack reshuffle here as well. You can't see it off camera, but I had everything in this big rack behind me. Those of you who have watched regularly will remember the radio was on top. That's now a bit lower down. I've moved the amp down so it's less top heavy. Computers moved over there. Now got more audio processing kit over there as well. So probably not 100% set up, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Right, enough rambling on. Let's see if we can melt a transformer, shall we? Let me give you... Evening, Stu. Yeah, no worries. We'll like I say, aerials have all changed around, and not sure how much the transformer for this end-fed half-wave can actually take, so we might end up melting something this evening, but fingers crossed, touch wood, I think we'll be all right. Right, let's find a clear frequency. Hey, Real Sea Fishing, evening. That's, I always forget your name. It's Keith, isn't it, I think? I'm pretty sure I've got that right. M0GQC, check. Just checking my SWR. And let's bring the amplifier in. Is the frequency in use, please? Anybody using the frequency M0GQC? Got a slightly different setup going on here this evening. Let's bring up my... I'm messing about with a loop on the ground at the moment. Is the frequency in use? Anybody using the frequency M0GQC? Sounds clear to me. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ. Standing by for any calls.
Sierra Quebec 2, Hotel Zulu.
Sierra Quebec 2, Hotel Zulu. A very good evening. First in the log this evening. I'll give you a report on the next over. Go ahead.
Nice to meet you, James. My name is Andy. I'm on Google Delta. To report to you with 5 and 7. Sorry, 5 and 9, 59. And my QPH is 9. Good to you.
Roger, Roger. I heard, I think you said 5 and 7. 5, 7, my report. You're 5 and 5 with me. 5, 5, up and down a bit. There's a bit of QSB on the band. So anywhere between about 5, 4 and a 5, 7 is your report. I'll do 5, 5 for the log. Over.
Yes, thank you very much for 5 and 7. You're 5, 5 to 5, 7. You're 5, 7 to 5, 8. Very good from you. You have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Roger, Roger. Well, thank you very much for coming back to the call, Andy. Thank you for being the first contact in the log this evening, and I wish you a fantastic weekend, or what's left of the weekend, not much left of it, and hope to catch you further down the log from M0 GQC.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Just give myself a bit more volume in the ears. CQ40 from M0 GQC. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ40 meters. Standing by for any calls. There was someone in there, a little bit quiet. Try again. Ah, that's Harley, isn't it? 2E1 DOG Delta Oscar Golf. You're way down in the noise, I'm afraid, my friend. You are doing the hop, but I don't think 40's been particularly friendly with us this evening. You're down, I don't know, probably about 4-3, over. Okay, mate, I'm struggling with you a bit, I'm afraid. I think I heard 4-4. I won't be able to hold it with you this evening, I'm afraid. You are way down in my noise, but just about made the contact, my friend. Yeah, sorry, I think I've lost you, but you are in the log, mate. You made the hop. Thanks for the contact, mate. All the best. 7-3. Massive pile up on 194. Yeah, I can see it actually. See it on the band scope. CQ40. This is Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ40 meters. Standing by for any calls. Oh, hang on, I don't think the cat controller's working. CQ40, this is Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ40, standing by for any calls.
Delta Alpha 0, Uniform Delta Sierra.
Delta Alpha 0, Uniform Delta Sierra, I believe. Sounds like a club call sign. You're 5-9, over.
Thank you, you're also 5-9 and you're correct. This is a club call sign from the Saarland University Club Station. Club Station of the Saarland University. Back to you.
Good stuff. Well, you're absolutely rocking in at 5-9 into the southern part of England. The town is Swindon. Swindon, which is approximately 180 kilometres or so west from the capital city of London, is my location. Name this way is James Juliet Alpha Mike X Sierra. Go ahead.
Thank you, James. You're also 5-9 here, roughly 100 kilometers southwest of Frankfurt and the French border here, southwest Germany. Your signal is very good running. So on our side, we are running 60 watts into a 25 meter antenna and an IC 7300. So your signal is very lovely. And Mike, back to you.
Thank you for the flowers and the lovely words, my friend. The setup this end, we're running an FTDX 101D. Got an ACOM 1200S amplifier, only doing about 350 to 400 watts, and the antenna is an end-fed half wave, roughly about 6 meters above the ground. So should be very good for NVIS, but not that great for DX. Back to you.
Yeah, our first rise of our antenna was roughly 3 meters above the ground, or 4 meters, and we experienced the same. You need some ground clearance for properly DX, but with this antenna setup, our antenna is at an angle. I think the lowest point is something like 3 meters, and now the highest point is around 10 meters or so from the university building, thrown down to lamppost. And here, as we changed it to the higher elevation, we already go. We were able to see or able to log Australia. So yeah, ground clearance is quite a game changer. Back to you.
Good stuff. Well, like I say, you're absolutely rocking through. I don't know if you're on the YouTube live stream, but live streaming on YouTube as well. So if you want to hear what you sound like, it's Ham Radio Online. Ham Radio Online is the channel. I'll keep it short. A couple of other people in the live chat may want to call in. So I thank you very much for the first contact, and hopefully first of many. And that university station is absolutely rocking it into England. All the best, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. You too. 73. Have a lovely evening. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. All the best. QRZ, this is Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie.
Mike 7 and your Echo Fog.
Mike 7. Oh, hang on. Helps if I push the transmit. Mike 7, Italy Echo. Was that Italy Echo Fox? Okay, got some real heavy QSB on the band. You were 5.9 and you dropped right down into my noise and then came back up again. I'll call it 5.7 for the log. Like I say, up and down a little bit. Alex, I believe, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, mate. Yeah, his name's Alex. Yeah, just over the 5.9, but there is a lot of QSB on the band. But yeah, fantastic. I wonder who you're based over.
Okay, Alex, well, thank you very much for coming back to the call. I won't hold it. A few other people calling, and like I say, the QSB is absolutely knocking you down. But yeah, set up this end, FTDX 101D, about 350 watts, ACOM 1200S amplifier, and on the backup antenna this evening, the main antenna is out of commission, so we're on the end-fed half-wave this evening. Thank you very much for the contact, my friend. All the best. 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3, buddy. Take care.
QRZ from M0 GQC. Let's get some noise reduction in there. CQ40, M0 GQC, Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ40 meters, standing by for any calls. 40 been very patchy all day, plenty of continentals, barely any Gs. Yeah, it did sound a bit quiet for G earlier, I must admit. Yeah, thank you whoever's tuning up on us. Let's get rid of that, shall we? CQ40 meters from Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, M0 GQC calling CQ40 meters, standing by for any calls. CQ40 meters, Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, M0 GQC calling CQ40 meters, standing by for any calls. CQ40 meters from Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, M0 GQC calling CQ40 meters, standing by for any calls. Okay, I'm just going to knock the power up a tiny bit. CQ40 meters from Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, M0 GQC calling CQ40, standing by for any calls. Yeah, I think we're a bit quiet on 40 this evening. CQ from Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, M0 GQC calling CQ40, standing by for any calls. Dead, yeah, you're not wrong, mate. But what we'll do, this might end up being quite a short stream, but we'll do a few more calls on 40, and then I can drop down to 80. I can only run only run rig power on 80. We haven't got any of the higher bands at the moment, unfortunately. Like I say, the main antenna's out of commission. So if anyone wants to try 80 in a minute, we can do. Other than that, we'll accept defeat. Okay, let's do a few more calls on 40 meters. CQ40, CQ40. This is Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ40. CQ40 meters. Standing by for any calls. CQ. This is Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, calling CQ, standing by for any calls. Wind the power up. If anything melts, it couldn't have been any good to start with. There's an element of truth in that. I did actually just wind the power up a little bit, and I think I was getting a bit of distortion on my audio, so need to be a bit careful there. I think I was getting a bit of RF on the mic. I could hear it in the headphones. CQ from M0 GQC. Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ, standing by for any calls. Okay, we'll do a couple more calls on 40, then drop down to 80. CQ40 meters from Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ40 meters, standing by for any calls. It's a Western tumbleweeds. Yeah, not a lot I can say to that, is there? Yeah, all right, Matt says he's out and about at the moment. Okay, last call. This is Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ40. CQ on 40 meters, standing by for any calls. And then someone pitches up just below us. It's going to be one of those nights, folks. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's give 80 a really quick go. And if that fails, then we'll accept it's just not our night. Try taking your antenna out of the box. Actually, you know what? Before we do 80, let's go back to 40. We'll give... someone said there was a big pile up on 19... Was it 194? I'm just looking back through the chat. Of 190. Let's have a quick listen, see if we can bust that pile up. Or if we can even hear anything. Oh, 194, okay. Okay, so they're all transmitting up high. So what I need to do is I haven't worked splits on this setup before. What I'm going to do is have... I just realised if I do that, you're not going to be able to hear. Someone transmitting over and over, but I'm not sure I can hear him. What I'm doing here, you can't hear this because of the way I've got this configured. I'm listening on the separate antenna on the transmit frequency, try and figure out where most people are keying up. Yeah, trouble is he's up like 5 to 10, which puts us right on the edge, if slightly out of our band. Okay, we'll abandon that idea. It was a nice theory. Let's have a go on 80.
And a doublet, 2 times 20 meters in a north-south configuration, only 10 meters above the ground.
Just having a listen in, seeing if I can figure out where the 80 meters is landing from here.
Negative, no. I'm using a doublet as well, 10 meters off the ground. It's a 70-meter long doublet, 10 meters off the ground. And
okay, so it sounds like G's working on 80.
You're doing very, very well there on your antenna, Jerry. Over.
700 watts. Okay, I can give more power.
Trying to work out where this other station is.
You know, and this propagation straight up, straight down, you don't need much power. Probably you would still hear me if I would give 10 watts. I can actually see if you can still hear me with 10 watts. I'm sure you can, because 100... Audio coming through 10 to 15 dB over with me. Wow, what a signal, and thank you for the weather report.
Okay, just looking for a gap. About 317 sounds good. Going to crank the power up. We can't use the amp on this band, unfortunately. And just tweak the tuner. M0 GQC is the frequency in use. Here's the frequency in use. Anyone using the frequency M0 GQC? Okay, nothing heard. CQ80, CQ80 meters. This is Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ80, CQ80 meters. Standing by for any calls. Not hearing me on 80. Okay, I think it's going to be one of those nights. CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ80 meters from Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ80, CQ80 meters. Standing by for any calls. Five to you on 80. Okay, that's I guess that's the starting point. CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ80 meters. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ80. Standing by for any calls. Hope the band's better than this on Wednesday. Well, I think there was someone in the back of the box there. Try again. CQ80, CQ80 meters from Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ80, CQ80 meters. Standing by for any calls.
2E0 Victor Hotel Bravo.
Hey, Hagrid to the rescue. 2E0 VHB. I thought I was going to be talking to myself for a minute there. John, go ahead.
Technically, you were talking to yourself for a bit there, James, but I couldn't just leave you languishing there. What's the signal like, mate? Yours is about almost exactly 5.9 tonight, over.
Yeah, you're up around about 5.7, 5.8 at the moment. I'm wondering how much of this is my antennas. To be honest, I'm on the backup antennas tonight. Over.
Well, that's sounding all right. Given conditions have been somewhat iffy over the last few days, it's 80 is about the only band that can save us these days, it seems. I'm on my trusty NFED, all of about 5 metres up in the air, and hopefully it's working okay. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. Like I said, about 5.7 to 5.8, 5.7 to 5.8 is your signal report here in Swindon. I'm in the process of pulling the main antenna down. Actually, it's actually up for sale on eBay. I want to get the beam back up there. I want to get the 20 meter Moxon back up and do a bit of DXing on that. So the rotary dipole I normally use is out of commission at the moment as I de-rig it. So it's on a listing on eBay at the moment. Hopefully, it's down for about 250 quid, I think, at the moment. So we'll see what it sells for. But that'll be switched over. So we're on to the NFED half-wave tonight. I have got a loop on the ground, which seems to do all right on 40, but it's a bit naff on 80, to be honest with you, John. Go ahead.
All received, James. Having said that, you just went up to plus 10, so NFED to NFED, obviously it's, everything's all linked in nicely. We're doing okay tonight, over.
Yeah, this antenna's a bit lower to the ground than the main rotary dipole. The rotary dipole did really well on 40. I have to admit. I think it probably outperforms this antenna on 40, but it can't cover 80. So I have to kind of tune this one in on 80 to make it work. But complete new setup on the audio settings as well. Gone out and bought a Behringer preamp as well for the mic. So using a different preamp to before to get the audio into the radio. I think when I was doing some tests via Hack Green the other day, and I actually think it sounds a lot better than it was before. John, go ahead.
M0 GQC from 20 VHP. Yeah, agree actually, James. Obviously it's difficult without playing things back side by side, but yes, the audio has got a nice strong feel to it. So yeah, nice bit of welly you're using there, so back to you.
Yeah, it's I think it's got a bit more bass to it, but the radio seems to handle the bass a little bit better at the moment with the preamp. I think the last EQ was just kind of killing it a little bit. So there we go. It does seem to be working. I'm looking at the live chat. Keith says, shame I've removed my 80 meter extension from my vertical due to the recent winds. So unfortunately, I think the high winds might have taken a few people off of 80. John, back to you.
30 VHP receiving, yep. I know a couple of people who've had distinct issues with their antennas since the various high winds, but I've been lucky because I'm kind of sheltered by other houses and some trees, so mine have all survived, even the 5 metre long 270, which is propped up a bit precariously in the back garden. Even that survived, so I've been incredibly lucky and I realise it, but yeah, others may not have been quite so fortunate. M0 GQC 20 VHP.
Yeah, that's always been the big concern for me with the huge great rotary dipole up on that mast at about 13 metres above the ground. It's always made me a little bit nervous, but it does seem to have survived some pretty heavy storms. So I've been lucky so far. It just needs to survive for about another week until we remove it, and then it's someone else's problem. But it's been a fantastic aerial, absolutely cracking. But like I said, I just want to get the beam up there and do a bit more on 20, and I can't have both. I haven't got anywhere to store it, so unfortunately it needs to go. But I don't know if you saw the most recent video I was playing about with the TX500 MP, and that was in some pretty strong winds up in Wales. John, back to you.
20 VHP receiving. Yes, James, I did notice you braving the wild, woolly and wet weather yet again.
Oh yeah, you commented on it, didn't you?
As you gallop across the moors, carrying all the heavy gear and getting soaked to death and then blown back down to the car. Very brave, but great fun for the rest of us. Yeah, enjoyed that one. Quite a hefty looking I suppose you'd call it portable radio, though. It looks fairly heavy back here.
Yeah, I just remembered you commented on that one as well, didn't you? Yeah, well, it's designed to be a robust man pack, so yeah, it's solid, that's for sure. It's made of metal, and if you have any issues with wildlife, it's probably good for taking out a cow on the way back down as well. As I was walking through the cow's field with a bright red jacket on, John, go ahead.
I just got visions of you trotting down with all the gear, soaked to the skin, and an annoyed cow comes towards you and blocks the way. I can just picture that, James. I'm going to remember that forever now. Anyway, I guess with a bit of luck, we've warmed up the airwaves. Somebody else must be able to come in and join you on 80. And if not, I guess you'll be wandering around some other bands possibly tonight back here.
Yeah, no worries. Not condoning cruelty to animals, of course, but in self-defence, it might be an option. Yeah, well, I've got two bands available to me tonight. That's 40 and 80. I haven't got any aerials for the other bands at the moment, so it is what it is. So we'll give it a go, see if there's anyone else around, and if that fails, then we'll probably call it a very, very short 30-minute stream, John. So thank you very much for rescuing me and coming back to the call there. At least we got some contacts in the log, and hope to catch you further down. All the best, my friend.
Magic. Thanks very much indeed, James. Yeah, always a pleasure. I'll see what's going on in the chat as well, see if I can wake a few people up. Someone else must have got 80. It can't just be you and me. So, yeah, all the very best, James. Carry on with the videos. We love them. M0 GQC from 2E0 VHB. Going a little bit quiet for the moment. 7-3.
Yeah, thanks a lot, John. All the best. 7-3. QRZ from M0 GQC. Both 5.5 to 5.8. Good stuff. Absolutely stunned silence. CQ80 from M0 GQC. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie calling CQ80. CQ80 meters. Standing by for any calls.
Golf 4 X-ray Papa Delta.
Golf 4 X-ray Papa Delta, I believe. Kevin, got you about a 5 and 7, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much, James. Good evening, it is Kev, and I just realised that I've been tuning the rig and it was down to about 5 watts, so hopefully this is a little bit better now. Going to the normal 95. You're coming through at about 5.9 steady, James. Back to you.
Good stuff. Yeah, there is a bit of QSB on the band. You actually came right up there. You came up to about a 5.9 or just over the 5.9, and then back down to the 5.7. So anywhere from 5.7 to 5.9 for you, all over the place. And bands seem very, very quiet today. Back to you.
Yeah, G4XPD returning. Yeah, James, to be honest, I've only just come on air. I've been doing other stuff today. It's been a nice day here. So I haven't been on the band during the day at all. So, yeah, we can't really comment on that one. But, yeah, I'm just having a listen around and saw you on, so I thought I'll just drop in and see if I can make a call. Back to you.
Oh, good stuff. Well, I appreciate coming back to the call. As I was saying to John before you, I thought I was going to be talking to myself this evening. It seems really, really, really quiet. I had a couple of contacts on 40, but I think 40's gone a little bit long, to be honest. So thought I'd give 80 a quick shout. We're on the backup antennas this evening. The main antennas in the process of being dismantled and sold to be replaced with something else. So on the backup antennas, I'm not sure how much of that is the antennas and how much of that is conditions. Kevin, go ahead.
G4XPD returning. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm running on the main antenna, which I think is pretty similar to yours. Running the end-fed half wave. It's about 5 metres above, and it's a 40 plus with the 80-metre coil and extension on it. So, yeah, not very high off the ground. Been fortunate, I am fortunate that most of my antennas are fairly low. Just got a couple of 7-metre verticals, and they're reasonably well shielded by trees and houses. So the wind here over the last day or so hasn't had too much effect on us. Nothing to take down. I think it's worth G4XPD back to M0GQC.
Yeah, likewise. I've been pretty lucky here as well. I mean, I'm quite a long way south, so I think most of the strong winds have been further north, sort of northern part of Wales and England, and up in Scotland. So I think we got off pretty lightly down here, but we still had a fairly stiff breeze, and everything seems to have survived so far. I was actually in Wales at the start of that storm. Went to do a SOTA activation. I don't half pick my days. I got back to the car absolutely drenched. Kevin, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, James. To be honest, I haven't seen that video yet. Perhaps that's one to go and have a look at, just to see how you got on. But it doesn't sound great being out in the wet on top of Welsh Mountain. And to be honest, fair enough. I've rarely been to Wales where it hasn't rained, but that's probably just a stereotype that we all have. There must be nice days in Wales sometimes.
Evening, Rowley. Yeah, it's all part of the fun. Well, I was trying out a new radio. I've managed to get one of the Lab 599 Discovery TX500 MP version, the man portable. So it was ideal conditions for that. It got absolutely drenched, and it seems to have survived. I was surprised how long the batteries lasted on that as well. I was only up there for about half an hour or so, but it was. It still had 4 green lights on the battery pack afterwards, so it looks like it didn't use any of the batteries. So that's a good starting point for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. If you're up that far,
all right, Matt.
Still a bit short, but that sounds like it's a definite outdoor rig. That one. I'll definitely have to have a look at the video and just see how you got on with that. But on the face of it, sounds just a job for a nice outside day like that.
Yeah, there's a few quirks with it. It's a bit fiddly with the buttons on there, but as I said in the video, in some ways the drawbacks were also its strengths, because that without the rotary encoder on there, it's one less source of water ingress into the radio. I think they've done it for the water protection from the rain, and just to make it robust. But as a SOTA and backpacking radio, I really like it, but it is expensive. It's £1,400 here in the UK, so not cheap. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, that's a good point, James. Thank you very much for XPD returning. We all like we all like the hobby, we all like the radios that are around there, but sometimes, from my point of view, I rarely get out and about. I'm normally based here in the shack. I do go mobile occasionally when I'm out on holidays and things like that. Stick an aerial on the top of the car and just run off the LiPo, the battery. But in terms of going out, dedicated going out, climbing hills and things like that, not something I've done yet. Bit of a dodgy knee, but it's one thing, climbing the hills and that, I've got a tendency to slip over at some point, which I want to avoid. You pay your money, you take the choice, and for those that go out out into the wild on top of hills, then you need the right kit for it, and something that's robust, waterproof, will take the odd knock. It sounds just a job. Back to you.
Yeah, exactly. The right radio for the right job. I wouldn't use it as my home radio. That's for sure. But then again, I've got other radios which I really like the FTX one, for example, the new Yaesu. I wouldn't take that up on the SOTA hill, especially not in the conditions the other day that I had. So does that make it any less of a radio? I guess not. As you say, it depends what you're after. So with that, I'll say thank you very much for the contact, Kevin. Nice to get you in the log. Thank you for coming back. Like I said, I thought I was going to be talking to myself for a minute. I think Matt's going to give us a go in a minute, so I'll bring Matt in. But thank you very much for the contact, Kevin. Nice to talk to you, and hopefully catch you further down the log from M0GQC.
This is G4XPD. Thanks very much, James. Yeah, good to get you in the log, and we'll catch you somewhere, this band or another further down the log. Have a good evening, sir. Have a good stream, and we'll catch you soon. 7-3.
Yep, absolutely. Well, looking at the our history, all of the contacts except one have been on 40 metres, so we've now got our second contact on 80. We need to try and get some other bands at some point when conditions are right. So with that, thanks for the contact, and as always, I'll give you a wave and a thumbs up for the camera, and catch you further down from M0GQC. All the best, my friend. 7-3.
Yep, please.
M7 Echo Juliet. You out there, Matt?
Tango Lima Golf. James, I don't know if you got me. Your signal's dropped right down to me now. I got you 5 and 7, 5 and 8, Roger.
Roger. Got the 5-7-5-8. You're about the same, Matt. About the same. Over.
Hey, you're back up there, plus 10 again. Yeah. I think it's our first contact on 80 metres, James, back to you.
It might well be, actually. I'm just looking through our history, and yeah, it looks like it is. I've got one contact logged with you. I don't know what frequency it was on, actually. I don't know what's happened there. Didn't log that one properly, but that was on the 17th of the 5th earlier this year. So I don't know what happened with my dodgy login there. But yeah, all the other contacts have been on 40. Matt, go ahead.
Okie dokie, yeah, I just watched your latest video. What I would like to know is when you got on hills, why does it always rain, James, back to you?
Well, that's nature, you see. It's kind of like the fate to provide entertainment. It's comedy value. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, that radio looks like something from World War II. It looks very well built and very robust. It's a very neat. Just imagine dropping that and 2 grams worth of equipment, smash screen back to you, James.
Yeah, well, it's certainly substantial, that's for sure. I actually really rate it. I mean, it's expensive and limited functionality in compared to some of the higher end radios. Compared to some of the other competition like the ICOM 705 and the FTX1, they're fully featured, but they're fragile. Whereas this thing's pretty much, I would say, indestructible, more or less. I mean, as I said to Hagrid earlier, if walking around the hillside in my bright red coat, if I come across a slightly angry cow, it would probably make a good self-defense weapon. Back to you.
Return, yeah, it's also good for mining a few 10 pegs for the looks of it, James. It looks very substantial. Well, I couldn't remember what antenna you was on. You weren't on a vertical, were you? I think you were on a piece of wire, was you?
Yeah, just on the. I was on the loaded vertical on that soda trip. I had the Sidewinder coil and MRQ 213. So I didn't manage to get anything on 40 that trip, but it's a heavy compromise on 40 that antenna. But I did all right on 20 with it. Back to you.
Yeah, I saw that. When you go out and do this, do you put like a little thing on YouTube that you're doing it? Because it'll be interesting to try and get you. I don't know if you do just do like a little short or a notification that you're going live.
I must admit, I don't normally. I mean, there's been a few times I have actually done live streams from SOTA Summits, but most of my live streams are sort of spur of the moment and not really planned, to be honest with you. And a lot of the time, I don't even know if I'm going to have 4G signal when I get up on the summit. So quite often it's take the equipment with me and I'll go live if there's a signal, Matt. Go ahead.
Okie dokie, James. Yeah, now what I mean is that you can just send like a notification on YouTube that you're about to go and do on the summits, and so like the guys who subscribe to you, if they've got the radios on, they can go and call and have a listen for it. That's not actually when you're live. You just
okay.
Send them a notification on YouTube that you're up on the summit, so they can have a listen for you, James.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I used to put the odd comment out here and there, but I got really lazy with that recently. So yeah, that might be something worth doing. I've actually got plans to go out and do like 3, maybe 4 SOTA summits in one day. At some point when I get round to it, there's about 3 or 4 I want to do quite a drive up north, but they're all close together. So, you know, I might do go up there, do 2 in the Peak District in the Pennines, and then 1 on the way back or something. So I'll probably, I'll certainly post it if that's what I'm planning to do. But certainly this coming Wednesday, we're hoping to take over the National Radio Centre at Bletchley Park, so we should be live from there around about 6:30. So if you want to get that one in the log, that'll be a good one for you. Go ahead.
Okie dokie, James. Yeah, I just think like you do just like a little just a notification that you're going out and doing it, and then all these guys who subscribe to you, they'll get a ping and then have a listen out for you, James, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll have a look at that. Like I say, just even if it's just in the a community post or something, I'll certainly take that on board and see what we can do. And like I say, most of the time it happens during the day. A lot of people are out at work, but yeah, I'll certainly take that on board for the future and see if we can get a few more contacts whilst we're out there. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate all the effort you put into it. So it'd be nice to try and get you when you're around about.
Yeah, no, it's a fair comment.
Nice to get you on a new band. Like I say, I'm really surprised I didn't get you very well. I've got this same antenna I'm on. It's the end fed, but I've just got the little add-on at 80 metres stuck on the end, and I'm getting about an S3, S4 noise on 80 metres, which is pretty good. And yeah, I'm getting out pretty well, James. Have you?
Yeah, well, you've been fairly steady the last couple of overs. Initially, you were up and down a little bit, but that last one was pretty, well, the last 2 overs actually were pretty steady. So, yeah, it's nice to get a new band, and not one I use an awful lot. So it might be one we need to look at as we get into the winter. I think the upper bands are going to struggle a little bit, but I do want to get my beam up for 20 metres. That's my project once the rotary dipole's gone. It's all these things I want to do before the winter hits. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, James, but 2 weeks work gets in the way, doesn't it? I've been off work for a week.
Yeah.
I've been on the East Coast. I took a little handheld walk, so I've often taken to the radios, but the weather was so nice I didn't even get a chance to use it. I just took it handheld. I was just hitting local repeaters up in Hull and Grimsby, and then a couple in Norwich on 2 metres messing about. I was on the beach on my little handheld radio, getting 50, 60, 70 miles into repeaters. It was absolutely amazing, James, actually.
Yeah, it's surprising what you can do with the handheld. I don't know if you watch Chris's channel, Digital Analog Ham. In some of his earlier videos, he's worked over into the Netherlands, the repeaters in the Netherlands on the handheld. Go ahead.
Yeah, I follow him. There's another one I follow, I'm really interested. I don't know if you do, the Coastal Waters guy in America. Do you follow him?
Old Walt. I watch a few of his videos here and there. I must admit, I don't tend to watch many of the American guys. He's one of the few American guys I do actually follow. To be honest, I find a lot of the American stuff is very sort of commercialized, if you like. You know, it seems they're always trying to sell something, whereas he's a little bit more relaxed and in line with the UK stuff, I guess. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, he's doing all the stuff on the beach, you see, with like homemade antennas and stuff, and using the foil blankets with ground frames. Very interesting. All right, James, I'm on the channel. Well, they carry on chatting out, and we'll catch you soon, my friend. Back to you.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for calling in, and nice to get a slightly longer chat than usual. Like I say, I guess that's the advantage of when the streams and when the bands are a little bit quieter than usual. We get a bit longer than normal to chat. All the best, my friend. Have a good week, and hope to catch you. Might catch you Wednesday then from the National Radio Centre. All the best, my friend. 7-3.
Yeah, take it steady, James. You have a good one. Then 7EJ. We're clear. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. QRZ from M0 GQC.
Mike India 0 Tango Lima Golf.
Mike India 0 Tango Lima Golf. Absolutely storming in there. You're certainly a 5.9, maybe a bit more. Looks like our first contact on 80. We've had a few on 40, but the first one on 80. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, not James. Operator name here is William or Bill. I'm in Lisburn here, County Antrim here in Northern Ireland. Yeah, you're 5, 9 plus 10, James. Very, very strong. And yes, that's the first that we have spoke. I think, on the 80 meter band. With this large loop I have a tuner here, and it's a Palstar HF auto tuner, and it just tunes right across every band, it makes life very, very easy. And in fact, if anything, it makes me lazy. It just works so well. But they're sounding good, and there's a lot of places that are picking up bits from Friday evening here. We had a
Evening, Alan.
storm rolled in, and I think it ended up in Scotland. But it's done quite a bit of damage. Quite a few homes were without electricity. Most of them are up back on power again, and a few antennas were snapped as well. So I would say Lynchies and a few other ones will be getting good sales there on antennas there, James. Mike 0 Golf View back to Charlie. Mike at the 0 Tango Lima Golf.
From M0 GQC. Okay, Bill, well, I guess that's the advantage of wire antennas, isn't it? They tend to survive, or if needs be, you can just patch them back together. So I've been pretty lucky here, but I'm fairly far down to the south in my location. I did get a bit of a drenching and blown off my feet in when I was up in Wales doing a SOTA, so I think I caught just the southern edge of it when I was in mid Wales, but down here we don't seem to have done too bad, Bill. I've always been really lucky so far. I don't think I've ever had anything actually come crashing down off my mast into the back garden yet, which touch wood quick. Let's hope we don't go there, because a big antenna like that is going to do a lot of damage, Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you just need to be careful, and whenever a storm rolls in, stay indoors and don't even think about going out. Let it blow over. A new day will come, and you'll be able to fix it and get back to normal again. It's not worth taking the chance about. But it can do a lot of damage, and there seems to be a lot more of this sort of weather now. It seems to be milder, but a lot more wet and windy. Windy does not suit amateurs, but yes, the loop does work well for that. The wind whistles through it, and there's not as much to catch, which is very, very good. Anyway, James, I won't hold it, because other people will be looking to get in there to give you a little shout. But 5-9 plus 10 peaking 15 sometimes there. So sounding wood here and near Belfast. So I'll put it back to you for my final, and hopefully you'll get plenty more contacts. Nice to get you on the new band, and let's hope we talk again real soon. Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. Mike at 0 Tango Lima Golf will be clear on your final.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks a lot, Bill. Well, like I said, I'm not so worried about the mast coming over. That's concreted in the ground with a huge, great concrete block, which is 2 meters by 2 meters and goes down about a meter, maybe a meter and a half into the ground. So the actual mast isn't coming down. I'm more concerned about bits of aerial falling off the mast. But so far, touch wood, not happened yet. So been lucky. Well, thanks a lot for the contact, Bill. It's been a bit quiet on both 40 and 80 this evening, so nice to get you in the log, and like you say, new band as well, and hope to catch you further down. From M0 GQC, all the best.
73 James, bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. QRZ from M0 GQC. CQ80 from Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ180, standing by for any calls. CQ80 meters from Mike 0 Golf Quebec Charlie. M0 GQC calling CQ80, standing by for any calls.
Golf 8 Lima Mike Yankee.
Golf 8 Lima Mike Yankee. Very good evening to you. It looks like our first contact there. You're 5-9, over.
From Golf 8 Lima Mike Yankee. Yeah, very good evening to you. Name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, QTH is Sandhurst in Berkshire. I believe it's the first contact. I haven't been active on 80 metres for that long, just a couple of weeks. Put up a new wire antenna a few weeks ago with a lot more length than my previous long wire tune up on 80 metres reasonably well. So nice to contact you on 80. Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, Golf 8, Lima Mike Yankee.
Okay, Dave, well, nice to get the first contact. Name this way is James, Juliet Alpha Mike X Sierra. And I must admit, I don't do an awful lot on 80. We do the occasional session on here. I dropped down to 80 because 40 was completely dead earlier. I made, I don't know, probably about 3 or 4 contacts on 40. Then it died 1,000 deaths. So dropped down to 80 and... There's a few people around, but the bands do seem a little bit quiet this evening. So I don't know if conditions aren't exactly favourable for us this evening. As I say, you're good strong 5.9, running an FTDX 101D at 100 watts here, and the antenna is end-fed half-wave, averaging roughly about 5, maybe 6 metres above the ground is the setup at this end, Dave. G8 LMI from M0 GQC.
M0 GQC from Golf 8 Lima Mike Yankee. Yeah, hi James, all very good indeed. Very similar, yeah, about 5 and 9. I've got an ST2000 here with the old analog S meter, which I like, and the needle's sort of hovering around the 9, maybe up slightly at times, down slightly with the USB, but lovely signal, very nice audio from you, very good indeed. The band, I had a quick look over 40 earlier, but yes, like yourself, not too much going on there. A few Europeans, but not much else. I thought I'd come down to 80 metres. I've been licensed since 1976, and I've hardly ever used 80 metres or top band 160 metres, mainly because I haven't had the antennas to do so. But I used to have an inverted L, and I a while ago added an extra length to the inverted L, so it's effectively a double inverted L now because it goes up, then 90 degrees, then another 90 degrees, and the extra length seems to have allowed it to tune up a lot easier on this band and also on 160 metres. I can tune it up on 160, but I haven't yet had a contact on 160, so that's next on my target, and I've been able to work every single HS band over the years. So you're sounding very, very good indeed, James. I think you're in Swindon, according to your QRZ.com page, looks like you're in Swindon. 10 Golf Quebec Charlie, Golf 8 Lima Mike Yankee.
From M0 GQC, yep, absolutely. Swindon, I don't know if you know Swindon at all. We're just down the road from the Magic Roundabout, about a mile or two away from the Magic Roundabout, so not far, sort of out to the east of Swindon is the location. And I must admit, 160 is a band I haven't really used. I've messed about a couple of times tuning up antennas on that band which aren't really intended for that band, and made a couple of contacts, but it's not a band it's not a band I've played an awful lot on. So something I'd like to do, possibly when I get the remote station up and running down the field. Maybe look at getting something remote going on there and play about on there. But there we go. Anyway, I won't hold it. I've been on about an hour or so now. I don't know if you're watching the live stream. We're on YouTube on the live stream at the moment. So if you want to hear what you sound like, we're 58 minutes in is the location, and I'll put out a couple more calls, see if there's anyone else around, and then we, like I say, we've been going an hour, so I'll probably call it a wrap fairly soon. So nice to get you in the log for the first contact, and hopefully, David, it'll be the first of many. From M0 GQC back to G8 LMI.
Yeah, M0 GQC from M5 LMI. Yeah, there's a couple of seconds delay on the video. So I didn't realise you had the live stream. That's excellent. I was just had a look at your QRZ.com page again, and I've seen the live stream, so I've got that on now. So absolutely brilliant. That's a novel way of doing it. It really is. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for the contact the first time, James. It's nice to work you, and certainly look forward to another. You never know, maybe on top band. Brilliant if you got what was it? So on you mentioned the field, and I would not call a 3-acre site a field. That's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? It'd be very nice to get up some aerials there. Okay then, James, thanks very much for the contact. Look forward to another. M0GQC, G8LMY, off and clear, 73.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks a lot, Dave. Absolute pleasure to get you in the log. And as always, you said there were a couple of delay on the live stream, which is fairly normal. But as always, I'll give you a bit of a wave and a thumbs up for the camera and catch you further down from M0GQC. All the best, my friend. 7-3s.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much indeed, James. 73.
CQ80, this is Mike 0, Golf Quebec, Charlie.
Mike 7, Delta, Papa, Alpha.
Mike 7, Delta, Papa, Alpha. Absolutely rocking in there, Alex. And it looks like this might be our first contact on 80. We've had quite a few on 40, but first one on 80. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I think it is a new band for us, for sure. I'm interested to see what my audio is going to sound like when I listen back to it, because I've been playing around with this SM30 on the Yaesu 101. So I've been thinking about going off-board with the audio like you have, but I haven't quite got round to it yet, so I'm interested to see what this one sounds like. But a pleasure to get you in the log there again, James. Are you going to the MLS Open Day?
That is a good question. When is it?
I believe it's in 3 Saturdays' time. I think so. I think it's about the end of the month. Well, when I say end of the month, in 3 weeks' time, I believe.
I wasn't aware of that. That would be 3 weeks' time. We're into the CQ Worldwide contest, so it must be maybe the week before or the week after that. Is it?
I'll have to check. You've caught me on the hop. I can't remember what day it is now. If it's on the CQ Worldwide, I won't be going for sure. That's for sure, because I want to give it a little bit of a stab at that one this year.
Yeah, no, to be honest, I wasn't even aware they had a open day coming up, so I will have a look, and if I can make it, I will certainly put in an appearance. I'm working weekends most of this month, so if it falls at the very end of the month after CQ Worldwide, then I should be able to make it, but not if it's before, unfortunately. But I'll have a look and see, because I've never actually been to one of their open days, so I really should put in an appearance. You said about your audio, it sounds absolutely fine to me. I wouldn't change a thing, Alex. It sounds really good. It's got that nice sort of mid-top punch that kind of cuts through and gets you through the noise and the pile-up. So it's sounding absolutely great, Alex. And if you're watching on the live stream, you are, where are we? 1 hour, 2 minutes in. Back to you.
Mike 7, Papa Alpha returning. Oh, brilliant. I'll have a look at 102. That's great. And thank you very much for the compliment on the audio, to a degree, anyway, because I'm actually aiming. I'm trying to do like John VHB does, where he's it's very easy to reproduce the way you actually sound, whereas I'm trying to make it sound a little bit warmer. So I'll probably put some more mids into it, to be honest. But you can always get a bit muddy if you put too much mids in, can't you? That's the problem. I do like clean and precise audio, to be honest, with denunciation and whatnot, but or pronunciation, sorry. Yes, fine business. If I find a date for that open day, then I'll obviously QRZ. I'll email you via QRZ the date. But I certainly would like to have a go at the CQ this year again. So, have you got any special plans for this year? Are you going mobile? Or are you going to operate from the shack?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm working on the Sunday, so I can't get the Sunday off work. So anything I do will be on the Saturday. But I don't know. I might just do do something from the field for a couple of hours or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm not big on the whole contesting thing, if I'm honest. So I might just go on air and put out a few calls and see if I can work a couple of new DX entities, because CQ Worldwide is always good for new or unusual DX entities being on the air. So I won't take it that seriously, I don't think, but I might just put out a couple of calls here and there from M0 GQC.
Yeah, Mike 7 Delta Brad returning for a final, because I expect there'll probably other people wanting to get in and have a chat with you there. But no, I'm stuck on 113 DXCCs, and no matter what I do, I come up here night after night and I'm still getting the same 113. So I'll be using it, like you say, I'll be using it to get the DXCC count up for sure, and I might even throw a dipole up with a different orientation to
GT Retro World, evening.
Try and work a few more. In the first year as a rookie, with the rookie overlay, I came first in the UK, which was quite nice. It was a bit of a surprise. And then the year after, I came fifth without the rookie overlay. Sometimes it can be, if you do reasonably well to start with, it's very hard to try and beat it again, isn't it? But anyway, I'll listen to what you've got to say with other people there, but I'll make this my last. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I say, it's always good for new DX entities. Most of my DXCCs actually have been on FT8 of all things. I get a bit lazy. I tend to do SSB when I'm out doing SOTA or when I'm live streaming on YouTube, and the rest of the time I tend to hang around on FT8. So a bit lazy in that respect. I've got a lot more DXCCs on FT8 than I have on SSB, so I probably ought to try and rectify that at some point. But like I say, on the live streams, I'm mainly targeting our UK audience anyway, so I don't know. I think once I get the 20 metre beam back up there, I need to start targeting, particularly down sort of into Africa. I haven't got many of the African ones. I've got most of the South American ones and out towards Russia, but not much down towards Africa. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike 7 Delta Papa after returning. No, it's one of those, isn't it? We all have an aim. We all have we have something that we start. We're like, oh, this is what we're going to do, and then actually getting round to it's another matter, isn't it? It's one of those things. You aim for something and you end up with what you actually end up with, and I think part of life is contentment, and I get quite frustrated that I've sort of like got this aim. I want to do something, and then I do something that's slightly different, but it's one of those things, isn't it? Life takes you off in a different way a little bit with it. I mean, like here, I'd love to get a hex beam up, but at the same time, I've sort of like, I was going to do it all through the summer. I was going to get this hex beam and get it up, and now it's like winter, and I'm like, well, it has to be next summer now, But it's one of those things. You can't be too harsh on yourself, can you? It's all about enjoying yourself, the hobby. It's not, we set goals, but at the same time, if we miss them, then hey ho.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, my frustration at the moment, I set myself this target. I wanted to work every single state in America, and I've been working on that. And to be fair, I did pretty well on 10 meters earlier this year. Got every single state except 3, and there's just 3 states I cannot get on any band, and I'm not quite sure why. It's I'm getting a little bit frustrated with it, so I'm determined to get the beam up and make it happen. But it's Hawaii, Alaska, and New Mexico. 3 states I just cannot seem to hit for some reason. I don't know whether I'm just on at the wrong time, or whether whether propagation out in that direction just isn't good for me, or what. But hey ho, we'll keep trying and see how we get on. From M0 GQC, good to get you on the new band, Alex. Back to you for your final.
Yeah, Mike 7 Papa for a final. No, I'm envious of you, because from where I am, my QTH just doesn't work for going over to the States. I can work down to Uruguay and Argentina and all down that way. I can do 6,000 or 7,000 miles down that way, but to do the 3,500 across to the States, it just doesn't work for me where I am, unfortunately. I'm going to actually try and put up a vertical with a reflector and a director as a parasitic, and try working
that way. I went on holiday last week down to Cornwall and literally threw up a wire that should have been vertical but ended up being horizontal along a washing line and worked a couple GAAs and into Australia, which it just doesn't happen from my QTH here. So, it's one of those things. I might even go mobile and work a few more that way because, I can get a different take off that way, I suppose. But anyway, pleasure speaking to you there, James, and have a great evening. 7-3.
Yeah, well, I've had two real big surprises, and it's all about the right location at the right time. When I used to travel up and down the country with the caravan, I managed to get the States on 10 watts, just on a quarter-wave vertical, and that caught me slightly off guard, really easy as well. So that was one, and then I managed to do Australia from a SOTA summit with 5 watts. So it's surprising what you can do when conditions are good. All right, well, good to get you in the log. Thank you for the new band, and nice to have a slightly longer chat than normal. That's always I guess that's one of the advantages of quiet live stream. We get to have a slightly longer chat. So all the best, have a good week, and catch you further down the log. From M0GQC, all the best, Alex.
Pleasure's been all mine. Best of luck. 7-3.
Thanks a lot. QRZ, M0GQC. CQ80, last couple of calls from M0GQC, Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie, calling CQ, standing by for any calls. Okay, last call, this is Mike 0, Golf Quebec Charlie. M0GQC calling CQ80, standing by for any calls. We'll make this the last call before pulling the plug. Any more for any more? All right, nothing heard. M0GQC is now QRT. Right, just give me a sec, guys. Let's turn you onto full screen so you're not being deafened by the radio. Slightly quiet night this evening. That kind of picked up at the end, but I think 80's starting to die off a little bit. Just have a quick look through the comments. I think I saw a question in here for someone somewhere. Oh yeah, GT Retro. Well, what beam are you going with? I'm going with the I've got a Moxon beam, which used to be up. In fact, I think the photo of it is still up on QRZ, and I had a whale of a time with that until I took it down and replaced it with the rotary dipole I got up there at the moment. Now, the advantage of the rotary dipole is it covers all bands, because it's got this little tuner unit here, and it's cat controlled, so it just extends and shortens per the band. So I can cover everything from 6 meters down to 40 with that. But it's still a compromise. It's not a beam, you know. So I've got the Moxon beam, which I want to put back up. So that's what we're going with. Welcome to come on 10 with me in the winter to get those states, if you hear me. Yeah, I might take you up on that, actually. I've not got anything up for 10 metres at the moment. I was doing 10 metres again on this Ultra Beam, but now that's gone or going. I haven't got anything for 10 metres at the moment, but what I might do is on the very top of the mast, I've got a Diamond V2000, which does 6, 2 and 70. I might take that down and put a old CB aerial up there tuned for 10. So that'll give me 10 meters, and then I'll have 20 on the beam, and then of course 40 and 80 on the antenna we're using tonight. Open day 29th of November. Okay, hang on. Let me just check my digital wife. 29th of November. I might get away with that, actually. I'm supposed to be working, but I have got leave booked. It's my partner's birthday on the next day, so I might, fingers crossed, just get away with that one. I'll stick it in the diary later so I don't forget. Right, quick scan through the question or through the comments. I don't think I missed anyone else on there? No. Okay. Well, look. I mean, we've done an hour and a quarter, so it's reasonably or relatively short live stream. But big thank you to everyone that called in. Like I said, bands weren't really playing ball this evening. 40 was a little bit of a wet squib, and we did all right on 80. So we had a few people called in, and got to have a nice chat with some people, which I wouldn't normally get that long to talk to people between overs on the live stream. So big thank you to everyone for watching. Big thank you for everyone that called in and rescued me, shall we say. I thought I was going to be talking to myself most of the night there. So good to talk to a few people. And Hagrid says well done for tonight. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest live stream, to be honest. And GT Retro World says Moxons are great. I have a dual feed Moxon that I cobbled together years ago for 10 and 20. Worked well. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen some of the dual band ones where you got the two loops, and I've seen them for 17 and 50 or 10 and 15, I think it was. So I did think about getting one of those as well. So having the higher bands up in the at the peak of the cycle, and then switching over to the 20 meter one when we're onto the lower bands when we hit the troughs. So I don't know, food for thought. All these things I want to do, but so little time. Right, I'm rambling now. So big thank you to everyone for watching. All the best. We might catch some of you on Wednesday, hopefully live from the National Radio Centre at Bletchley Park. We're waiting on final confirmation on that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go ahead. So if any of you want to get the National Radio Centre Club call sign in your logs, then by all means, Wednesday evening, 6:30, I think we're going live. We got from 6 o'clock to set up, and then live at 6:30. We need to be out by 9, basically. So that's the plan. Right, 7-3. Good night all, and take care. See you soon.